Hi, and welcome to this introduction to Intermapper flows. My name is Per Bauer, and I will provide you with useful information to get you started and realize the benefits of using NetFlow. NetFlow is a network monitoring protocol that allows you to capture information about data flowing through your network. For each unique combination of a source address and a port, destination address and a port, and a protocol, information about the number of bytes and the packets exchanged is recorded. This allows you to analyze individual applications or user activities afterwards to understand how they contribute to the overall utilization. This kind of information can be very useful for troubleshooting and for planning for future capacity requirements. NetFlow comes in a number of different variants. The original one is simply called NetFlow and is based on a standard defined by Cisco in the 90s. There's also other variants like JFlow, used in Juniper equipment, and SFlow, which is a standard used by a number of different vendors. SFlow is slightly different in that it uses samples of data as opposed to capturing everything. That will not matter most of the time, but it's good to know that events could potentially go unnoticed because of this. There's also a vendor-agnostic standard called IPFix, defined by IETF. This has a lot of similarities with the original NetFlow protocol. The good thing is that you don't need to worry about which protocol is being used, since Intermapper supports all of them. NetFlow capabilities is built into almost every type of network equipment nowadays. By enabling it, the device becomes a flow exporter. In the configuration, you define where to send the data, which is the host running the flow collector. The NetFlow protocol is designed to be lean and normally uses less than 0.5% of the bandwidth. If you're capturing data on really large devices with many ports and a lot of parallel activity, there is also the option to use sampled NetFlow to reduce the traffic. A flow analyzer is used to process the captured data for analysis. Intermapper provides both the flow collector and the analyzer. To enable export of NetFlow data on a device, please consult the instruction provided by the vendor. We've also gathered some useful information in the Help Systems knowledge base to get you started. The key to successful use of NetFlow is identifying the right devices for data capturing. Normally, you would look for endpoints or gateways in your network for optimal visibility. If we use this network with 3 separate VLANs and a DMZ as an example, there's 2 places where you should ideally set up flow exports. Enabling NetFlow on router R will provide insights about all traffic in and out of the company, as well as in and out of the DMZ. Flow Info S will give you visibility to all east-west traffic between the VLANs, as well as internal traffic to the DMZ. The insights that NetFlow offers will allow you to optimize and forecast bandwidth requirements based on individual applications and services. Detect unexpected patterns of inbound traffic from suspicious sources. Identify internal applications consuming an unacceptable amount of bandwidth. Detect use of banned applications or services. And improve your forensic investigations and root cause analysis to optimize overall performance of your network. The first step in setting up Intermapper flows is to configure your flow exporters. Instructions on how to do this is normally available from the vendor, but there's also some useful information in the knowledge base on the Help Systems website. Once the export has been started, you need to start the flow daemon from the Intermapper control center. Note that this component is not automatically started by default. By adding the flow collector to the network map, you can then access the flow analyzer interface by clicking that object on the map. The flow analyzer of Intermapper will show you various types of information extracted from the captured data. This screen shows you the most active hosts on a network link. You can also look at the data grouped by port, VLAN, and session. Across the top of each screen, you can apply filters and select what time period you are interested in. To plan for the deployment of Intermapper flows, there's a few things to consider. The architecture and layout of your network determines how many exporters that are needed to capture all the essential information. What protocols do the device support and how do I enable them? How much disk space do I need to reserve for my flows database, which is separate from the standard Intermapper data store? And how much compute power do I need to process the incoming data and to analyze it? Up-to-date sizing guidelines and configuration recommendations are available in the knowledge database at the Help Systems website. That's all. Thank you for your attention and for showing interest in Intermapper flows. I hope this video helps you realize the benefits of the product.